full tank.
Yeah, a full tank of gas. That is not very heavy.
Alright, I'm taking this piece home. Yeah.
Oh, there's the spark plugs.
This was this winter.
Our final adventure for 2019 in the Yellowstone area was supposed to be what we called the Divide Road, which would start in Northern Island Park and traverse Black Canyon Loop Road, trail number 66 in the Targhee National Forest, and continue south until merging with National Forest Service number 82, Fish Creek Road, which would continue south to Ashton, Idaho. Unfortunately, it didn't work out that way. More on that later, and instead we backtracked to South Fork Road and meandered north until we popped out near the gates of West Yellowstone. The entire journey was roughly 41.3 miles and took over 4 hours, including stops for lunch and a walk around Big Springs. The road begins as a nice, wide, graded track, but as you start climbing into Black Canyon, the trees quickly close in on you. This appears to be an abandoned railroad grade as the road is incredibly smooth and incredibly straight. A lot of work was done here, and most likely it wasn't for passenger cars. It seemed that we would quickly arrive at our meeting point with Fish Creek Road until we hit the remains of a massive snowdrift. And despite being the 5th of July, it was soft and deep enough to sink the Jeep JL to the axles.
So do we take the 18-mile road to Yellowstone then?
And the ground wet enough to prevent the Tacoma from getting enough grip to pull the Jeep out. So the old railroad grade saw another train as we linked the Tacoma and the Jeep up to the V8 power of the LX470, and we were finally able to pull the Wrangler out. Having no traction mats and being too lazy to dig a path on our vacation, we decided to backtrack and see if we could cut across to the east. Unfortunately, every logging spur we took would be gate limited to 50-inch wide ATVs as soon as we hit the Montana border. Thwarted again, we backtracked to the intersection of Black Canyon and South Fork Road and took it to the north towards West Yellowstone. This proved to be an amazing drive as we crossed various types of scenery and even caught a glimpse of the wildlife. Unlike Black Canyon, South Fork is a bit more technical. The road takes shortcuts along the power line corridor, which I would rate a solid 2. As the road parallels the South Fork of the Madison River, it will narrow, with some loose climbs which could be rated as a moderate 3. I used 4 low for speed control, but it was nothing too technical. It should be noted that this area is more heavily trafficked, being a stone's throw from West Yellowstone, and so the more technical aspects of your crossing will be dealing with two-way traffic at the narrow portions.
Hello.
From West Yellowstone, you have the choice of taking Highway 20 to the east and into Yellowstone National Park, while we instead took the west route back home to Island Park. At the end of the trip, we look forward to further adventures in Idaho, a somewhat underrated and underutilized overland and adventure destination.